Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Back into the middle. Oh, this is a great chance to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Skims one in. There's the shot! Goal! Republic of Korea! And South Korea lead! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And he's onside. No, he's not getting his way this time. Kim Min-jae. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Doan. He has found a way through. Danger averted for now.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He might be in Minamino! And he's quick to get it clear again. Kim Min-jae. Hwang Hee-chan. Over to the left.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. South Korea clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Opts for safety. Kim Min-jae. Aim forwards. Good pressure, determined, intense. Lee Kang-in! He's got a goal! And with that goal comes comfort. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. South Korea are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Minamino. Well, nicely intercepted. Lee Kang-in. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Lee Kang-in. He's cut it out. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Now he's got Tool! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Minamino is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's on header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Duan. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
There will be 1 minute
and he gets rid in a hurry. Lee Kang-in. It's Hwang Hee-chan. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up.
Players to the field. Substitution for Japan. Number 10. Coming on
so off we go once more.
Number 20.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Japan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
You can run onto that. Oh, that's fab. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Matoma clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. Hits one! Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in stood his ground strongly. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Out to the left it goes. Plays a delicate ball. Lee Kang-in is flagged offside. Hwang Hee-chan. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Kamada. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Son Heung-min. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's got away. Great chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is 3. It is surely done.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
A case now of complete control. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's gone out for a throw-in. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's Son Heung-min! No, not quite.
Son Heung-min knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Has a go! Sticks it away! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Tries a shot! And it's come back out to him. He scores! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast. Oh no, this does not look good. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Flings it across. Oh, good take in a good area.
Japan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Minamino. Mitoma. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the way through.
Well played and well cleared.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
There will be 3
Kim
minutes
Min-jae
at a time.
couldn't squeeze it through. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And the shot! It's in!
Japan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Now he's off and running. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He could be in here. Kamada! Really well taken goal.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and
The
welcome
conditions
to the
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Oh, that's fabulous. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I'd love to see what the exciting Kaoru Mitoma will get up to, Peter. He's naturally left-sided, he likes to hug the touchline, play wide, and when he gets that opportunity just to isolate fullbacks, take them on, he can go left and right, and he's very clever as well at ghosting his way into the penalty box, undetected, and popping up with the odd goal.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Kamada.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well timed, excellent interception. It's a Itakura.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
It's a Itakura. Endo. Mitoma. Pinches it off him.
And now the breakaway. He's played him through. Goalkeeper's ball.
It's a throw-in.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, super ball. Terrific header.
Kamada.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Kamada really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's had a shot!
Cleared away. Mitoma.
And he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's having a go. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Kamada.
And it's played forward.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Duan. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Japan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Amat. Stood up well to him there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
No, that's been intercepted. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That looks a good ball through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Aim forwards. Minamino. Endo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Toma. Great defending, strong and determined. And that'll be the last act of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Indonesia really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Driving through the middle. He is through here.
Are certainly playing with...
Minamino!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Itakura. Endo.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Minamino. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Moved on forwards. Toma. Oh, great chance! And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's picked his way through, and he's gone back. Mitoma! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mitoma is offering a wry smile there.
Gets his head to it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Doan just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
Toma.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Goes in for the header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Toma. Oh, it's come loose. Can he finish? Goal! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Japan have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Amat. No way through there.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's in plenty of space here. Tries to get it clear. Duan. Indonesia must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Kubo. Duan does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That is good strength. Oh, nice touch. Big header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Indonesia may have thrown this away at the death.
Substitution in progress.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Japan could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Amat. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Amat. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've been hugely impressed with Kaoru Mitoma, Peter. He has worked extremely hard on all aspects of his game.
Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
It's Akura. He's gone forward. Doan. Oh, a delicate chip through. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, nicely intercepted. It's Akura. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
The ball has bounced loose now. Well timed, excellent interception. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Japan have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Decent hit from there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's picked his way through.
That's good.
Good effort from distance. Oh, the ball's run loose here. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. It's Akura.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just a support. And can he finish it? This time, surely! There it is! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
It's Akura. Well, it's a scoreline to raise the eyebrow. 1-0 to the underdogs. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Minamino clips it so gently. Tries to get it clear. He's in plenty of space here. Minamino. Here comes the corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Endo. Itakura. Toma.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mitoma. Mitoma. And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? No, he's not getting his way this time.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's gone back to the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Endo. Here's Minamino. Looking for the run.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
He's found a way through. That was always going to be the keeper's.
This is the time you need that pace.
Kamada. Doan. Minamino. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
There will be 1
Toma.
minute added time.
Sweat. He's had a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Indonesia lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Toma. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And reclaimed it in a trice. Indonesia just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Toma. Itakura. And Endo. Kamada. Doan. Minamino was alert to the possibilities,
The
but in
attendance
the end
for
it's
this match
fruitless.
was 71,649.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Japan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Engages and forces him off the ball. With Toma. And he's looking to catch him up. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And the finish! They've scored! Japan are level!
Indonesia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Nicely spread. And that has left him in a heap. That a foul? Yes, given it. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's not got that quite right. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Kubo. Here's Minamino. Toma. Now it's Doan. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
The ball's gone astray. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Toma, Kubo. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He has found the way through. Endo. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
So we head for the final act. It will be penalties.
Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he does it with poise.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
One-one.
He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
The third man in the queue.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
The third man in the queue. Oh, the keeper could have stood still and stopped it. 3 each. He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper and he guessed wrong.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing. Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
The margin of error is 0. That's it! It is done! Indonesia have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout, and they'll be absolutely delighted to have edged it their way.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Merino. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too.
Climbs up big!
He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Rafael Leao, and he's picked out the run. Pedro Porro makes the interception. Rafael Leao. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making...
Big chance! Goal! Portugal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Pedri. Williams. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafael Leao engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bruno Fernandes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
João Palhinha. And that is a little undercooked. Hosselu. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That looks a good ball through. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rafael Leao! Yamal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Kubasi. Oh, played through for the wide man. Yamal gets flagged offside. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Bernardo Silva, he's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good spread. Nuno Mendes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Diogo Costa is there to take. João Cancelo, who's set up one goal so far. João Cancelo. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Ruben Dias. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's there to get it away. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
He is through here. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. So we're just settling back into this second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Rafael Leao, he's picked his way through. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Merino are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's picked out the run. Spain can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Zubimendi. Bruno Fernandes. He's had it taken off him. Can he get it through? Merino. Pedri. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Some resolute defending there. Quality ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been cut short. Out to the left it goes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's looking wide. Williams! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
João Cancelo.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's managed to get free. It's a mighty effort! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort! What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
It's a sweet ball, that. Crossed into the middle. Laporte tries to clear. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
João Palhinha. Ruben Dias. Here's João Felix. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. João Palhinha. And Mendes. João Felix. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. It's Pedri. Merino. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Spain are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
João Palhinha. Vitinha. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo.
That's good play from him.
João Cancelo proves just a little bit too strong.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in the...
Oh, smashing header! Oh, taken with style! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
It's one! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And that will be the final act. Spain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that will
welcome
really
to
get the
the
juices flowing.
Japan against Spain.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central
Everyone,
characters
please
who are
welcome our
ready now to
players.
perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Great ball if he can get there.
Morata. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
No luck with that dink over the top.
That's really well cleared.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Hits one!
Minamino. Paul Kubasi cuts it out.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
Zubimendi.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Spain
Couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Japan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Nico Williams.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Minamino. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Laporte gets across to intercept that. Nico Williams is sharing after that one.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Kamada gets over and intercepts. Zubimendi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Mitoma. Kamada.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, great header!
Great effort. He flew in with courage.
Morata may have slightly misjudged the timing, but there was nothing wrong with the intent.
Minamino. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Laporte. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. Laporte. Kubasi. from Merino. Pedro Porro. And Kubasi. Zubimendi. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He's shifting through the gears here. Endo. That's really well manoeuvred. Minamino. Japan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Driving forward. Threads one in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Laporte. Pedri.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's picked his way through. Now the finish! The captain scores!
Well, this skipper probably feels the obligation more than most to deliver goals at important times. Going into the interval is always a key period, and his opener could prove to be a critical development now.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Spain have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
That is good strength. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Japan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, this is a... He's had it! Goal! And this is getting better and better. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And now he has two. Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Morata. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I lad ambitious and adventurous too. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Nico Williams. Kubo did just about enough to come out on top there. It's Morata! It's loose, and he's following up! And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Kubo.
Well played and well cleared.
Well, they've got it again. Kubo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Laporte. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Yamal, 2 assists to his credit already. Oh, that's well spotted. Kamada, that is good alertness. Kubasi. Zubimendi. And Laporte. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Yamal. Kamada. And Endo. Some really good ball movement. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that's well seen too. Minamino. He's had it taken off him. Nico Williams. That looks a good ball through. Nico Williams. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's away! Morata was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Pau Kubasi calmly anticipates. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Substitutions taking place.
And the wall's done its job. Zubimendi. Now Pedro Porro. Merino. And Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Dani Olmo. That's a good foot in there. That has ended up in no man's land. Merino. That's a nicely measured pass.
Japan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a...
Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Akura. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Kamada. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Japan with the corner, there first. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Foot in. Kamada. Zubimendi. Spain clearly now in lead preservation mode. Zaragoza, he is through here! Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. Joselu! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Chooses to go back. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Japan really could have done without this. A look of bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
The goal scorer for Spain, number 25, Heselu.
So that's it.